My name is Chris, and I want to talk to you today about making decisions for yourself with no one else in mind. I know we think a lot about how people will feel about our own decisions. I feel like that's important for people that are really close to you, your family, your friends, people that you're dating maybe. But in reality, the outside world should not matter when you're making decisions for yourself. I always dig deep inside when I'm trying to make a decision about something, even if it's as small, well, that's not small, but as big as cutting my hair. I wanted to cut my hair. I found myself asking for opinions, but not truly because I wanted to base my decision off those opinions. I really just wanted to get some chatter about it, like, why would you cut your hair? Don't do it, don't do it. Most people told me don't do it. And it got me thinking, like, if I cut my hair, what is that gonna do to you? And I'm like, aha, people make decisions based on their own life, obviously. So if you ask me for my opinion because of my expertise, because of my life, because of all the things I've witnessed or gone through, that's the answer I'm gonna give you. So when you're asking for opinions, especially if you're making decisions based off of other people's opinions, you have to keep this in mind. Okay, so you're telling me basically what you would do. So you would never cut your hair. But although that's something to take into consideration, sometimes I guess you at this point should ask yourself, what do you want to do? Is this going to make you happy? Even if you cut your hair and you don't like it, that's a decision that you made, and you know never to cut your hair again once it grows fat. Making decisions based off of other people's opinions is very dangerous for you. So I am heavily on social media. I've been on social media for a long time, and I've grown to grow this really thick skin when it comes to people making comments, because I realize that just because someone called me fat doesn't mean I'm fat. Like, someone called me fat the other day, and I'm like, and if I was fat, so? Like, people really have personal issues that they project onto you. So they could think that being fat, for example, is an insult because they feel insecure about their body and they might want to be skinny. So projecting that onto you is how they deal with their issues. And if you are not careful, you will let that seep into yourself and really take control of your mind. So this is why it's important to always dig deeper into yourself and understand yourself to the point where you trust yourself 100% with your own decisions. So outside chatter, outside people, outside opinions, outside comments don't really do too much to sway your own opinion of yourself and how you see yourself, how you know yourself, love yourself, what you want for yourself. Another thing is we tend to put people so much higher than our own opinions. Like, why are we relying on that opinion to make our own decisions? What are you so worried about? Do you not trust yourself enough to make sure that the outcome is something that you want? This is much deeper than it appears on the surface. Why don't you trust yourself enough? Why do you care so much what other people think of you? Every now and then I'll get this thought, like, I wonder what people think of me. Whatever. Because I truly don't care, and then I'll be like, should I care what other people think of me? Then the thought will just run through my mind, like, what is the first impression that someone has of me when they just see me? Like, do they think, oh, she's pretty, or she's whatever? But truly, it's like I see a squirrel and I'm like, oh, squirrel. And it's just a true random thought that runs away because I don't care. I really don't care. The way I live my life is I protect myself with this, so to say, bubble. Inside my bubble, it's just peace. It's just serenity. It's just happiness. I live a very quiet existence. And I'm like, the outside world is just so loud and chaotic, and most people don't have peace within themselves. So you have to be real careful what you let in, what advice you take, what energy you're allowing in your life. And then ask yourself why you care so much. If you are satisfied with yourself, if you love yourself so much, it shouldn't matter what other people think of you. Of course, if they're, if it's a spouse or whatever, I think that's truly important. But outside of that, the outside world is not to be concerned with. I just want you to know we were all put on this earth for a reason. We all have something special to do here. It could be as small as saying something to somebody who then takes it and pretty much turns it into something for generations to come. It could be birthing the next person who is able to make a change in the world. It could be doing that for yourself, you making a change in the world. We all have our purpose on this earth, and I truly feel that in the search to find that, we have to always listen to ourselves, our guts. What are we thinking? What was our first initial thought? Is that a true thought? Is that what we should do to stay true to ourselves? I'm very spontaneous. I'm very I'll think about it and I'll do it. That's me. A lot of people will tell you that too, all my friends. You pick a picture and you post it because I don't care. What's the worst that can happen? The thing I learned about humans is they just scroll past on Instagram and they're like, oh, okay, whatever. They might zoom in, they might judge you a little bit, and then they're on to the next. They could leave a comment that sticks with you for months, and then they just think nothing of it. They're just like, you ugly, next. And then they go to someone else, you ugly. So if you understand the human more, the psychology of humans more, then you won't internalize and think of them so highly like they're God, because they're human just like you. So I want you to truly start trusting yourself more. Start digging deeper inside of yourself and trusting yourself to make decisions that that are good for you, because you can do it. You're very special. And I hope you know that. And I'll see you guys next time.